Why more information can make parents feel less certain. Let's talk about it. Because you probably do not need more books, more podcasts, right? More isolated professional opinions. And I say that as someone who makes content and tips for parents, right? Parents struggling with their kids who are teens or young adults, right? And in the next 4 minutes, I'm going to explain why more information that parents often collect creates more uncertainty about what they actually need to do next. And after working with families again for more than a decade, I started noticing this pattern, right? The parents who had often done more research, right? More time talking to professionals, trying more things, just felt overall least confident about their next move. And you'd think it'd be the opposite, right? And this is just how information works, and especially in our information age, right? You Google, you read, you listen, you join a parenting group, a therapist gives advice, the school says something different, a friend sends you another specialist. You're getting all this stuff. Someone might be sharing my clip, right? Your spouse disagrees, and now you have 30 possible things you could do and no idea which one matters the most in terms of a hierarchy, right? So you keep researching, right? Because research feels productive, right? One more article, one more consultation, one more podcast, one more opinion. You're just voraciously exploring the internet to just find that solution, right? Here's why that doesn't work. The problem may no longer just be a lack of information, but the problem is more like this, right? Information without prioritization and advice without coordination, options without a decision framework, right? At some point, more input just creates more noise. You need those things. You need the coordination. You need the frameworks. You need the prioritization. So here are 3 simple steps, right? Number 1, define the destination. Forget everything you could theoretically fix. What would meaningfully progress for your family, for your child, and what would that look like right now in your home, right? Is it more safety, school participation, reduce substance use, less conflict and arguments, right? A functioning daily routine and schedule that's just like working. Just define where you're trying to go. Step 2, choose the next right move for you and for your family, right? Not the next 10, just the next one. What needs attention first? Just start there. Keep it simple. Okay, step 3, create a rerouting process. When something doesn't work, don't immediately assume everything failed. I see that a lot, especially with families supporting their loved ones with maybe addiction or substances, right? They see one sign of substances again and relapse, they're just spiraling. So just ask, what did we learn? What needs adjusting? What's the next route, right? And here's why something like that is more holistic and sustainable. Here's why that works. I like to use Google Maps as a reference for my families. Trust that blue line. It gets you to your path, right? You don't really question it. And when you miss a turn, it reroutes you. You don't really think. And families need something similar. They need a clear path. They need that accountability, someone to tell them, no, here's how you stay on it if you make a mistake. And they need support when something is happening on that road, when it gets bumpy, right? When they need to slow down. And this is how that information now becomes more useful. Okay. If you want me to send you a free training I put together for parents, I explain that framework, comment MAP, and I'll send it to you. I'm also just curious if this helped. I'm curious what you think about that, if you resonate with some of this, because I see a lot of families just, again, paralysis by analysis. So go ahead and comment that MAP word and I'll send that to you. That way you can kind of all this information, often the information you already have, into just a clear way of thinking about what comes next. Okay. See you soon.